It's where my voice needs to be. We're making changes for the many others who will not speak, some of them because of their jobs, their positions, but they feel the frustration. So that's how now really this vehicle was born. Now it's a full bus.
Hey everybody, my name is Angie Murenga. You're watching Just Angie. It's Lifestyle Thursday. We've had absolutely amazing conversations. I hope you've enjoyed them because I have, and I hope you've been inspired. But Laiza has been part of this amazing community that I wanted to talk about. It's KORRA, and I always forget it. It's KORRA.
It's
KORRA.
So it's Kiserian,
Ongata, Rongai
Residents Association.
Kiserian, Ongata, Rongai Residents Association.
Yes.
So take us through that. First of all, how did you become a part of it? Because, like I said, me, when the people are, and it's so bad, imagine, I'm not admitting this, but it's the truth. They say, Suji neighbors gather here. I'm not going. So how did you, because you've done a lot of change all together.
Yeah.
It's a team effort.
Yeah.
What happened? How did this organization start? Why is it, or maybe, I don't know where you want to go, but why organize? What have you been able to do maybe as a community?
So let me go back. Growing up, I wanted to be a lawyer. I think a lawyer is to...
I can see you as a lawyer.
And actually, okay, let's not even say a lawyer because I didn't have a name for it. I just know I have this voice I want to amplify. And so when you grow up a bit, you realize, oh, lawyers are the ones who speak against injustices. So pack that. And 2016, I had lived in Rongai 10 years. Rongai is primarily sometimes very unplanned. We have a lot of unplanned, so that comes with chaos and, you know. So what was our driver? Traffic was a mess. And so there was this group where people talk about traffic and usiende hivi, there's this ahead. You just, you know. So what we realized, everybody is sitting with a frustration. But who are you talking to? The one next in your car. Have you done anything about it? You've just gotten to work mad, talked about how terrible things are. You've worked yourselves up. End of story. No change. Nothing. Tomorrow,
same cycle.
Tomorrow we whine again. Nothing. So in 2016, our founding chairman, Fred Gori, is a writer. He wrote an article in the newspaper. And in this article, he had articulated these issues and I guess his frustration. And then another person who was in Mombasa read this article, who lives in Rongai, they were in Mombasa for work. And they read this article and they kind of felt this person is representing the things I feel. So they get in touch. And him and if you know, along the way, you know, and so and so and so and so feels you. So they got into a round sitting and felt, oh, this is a good idea. And that's how KORRA was born. Wow. They set up KORRA, which is Kiserian Ongata Rongai Residents Association, actually prior, because it was formally registered in 2016. And I guess now it's a moving bus with no passengers, so one by one we start boarding the bus. Passengers. So in 2016, which is when I joined, there was a terrible accident at Langata, just outside Langata police station. Now that was a Rongai matatu. Remember, our issue was traffic and rogue matatus. Till to date, our matatus have a name. They're the hottest, they're the most unruly in the entire, yes, we see them. So that accident got us to speak about it. We were fed up with injustice on the road, the traffic cops looking the other way when there's all this madness going on. And so we went on a walk to work, which was campaigning for road safety. We walked from Rongai. You cannot be serious. Yes, we walked from Rongai all the way to Langata Police and we set up a vigil there. So what that did for me, because remember all this while, we are all whining in our private spaces, I realized, my voice. I went out to join these people who are speaking out the way I would want to speak. And I joined, and I don't like to be on the sidelines. I like to feel like I put in my energy and effort. So in the evening before, in the planning, when we are being asked late night at 10, who will pray tomorrow? I remember volunteering and saying, I'll pray. Well done, Laiza. Yeah, so I trembling. Who are these people? Remember, I don't know them. But I went and we prayed and we walked. And that validated everything in me that I did something about something that I don't like in my community. Something small, but what changed for us? Our road stopped being manned by the traffic, the regular police. We started being manned by NTSA. Yes, it changed. NTSA came. We did a road safety week, which we crowned with the Matatu Circle. So we realized, oh, you can collaborate. You can make changes. Now that emboldened us. So out of consistency, and like I said, I don't like being wishy-washy about things. So I became consistent now in this thing, this voice which we have to keep pushing. And you can imagine, whoa, you guys, you're Kenyans, you know. There are many things to put your voice to, many things are not happening, many services are not being rendered. So every day we were speaking, but what I liked was, we're not just whining in our private spaces, we are taking our voices to where they must be heard. Now we are knocking doors, KORRA, we want a road done, we are taking petitions, you know, and you find like-minded people. So today KORRA is constituted. So wait, I did meetings, I consistently went, and now KORRA is being registered under society. So we are filling in officials. Officials are being filled in. After we've picked secretary, no, why don't you be vice chair? I'm like,
You
me?
cannot be
Yeah, yeah. I'm not like, remember now, by this time I had been consistent, I had rendered my voice.
You were saying consistent.
And another point, I was bold and I said, and why not? I believe in this thing. It's where my voice needs to be. We are making changes for the many others who will not speak, some of them because of their jobs, their positions, but they feel the frustration. So that's how now really this vehicle was born. Now it's a full bus. Remember I said it was a moving bus with no passengers. One by one we came in, we found a voice. And in 2019, when now there had to be a changeover of guard, that's how I was elected chair. So today I'm the serving chair for KORRA. And we've connected, we've knocked doors. We have numerous challenges, but I have no doubt with the team we have, we run KORRA as committees. So we have an environment committee, we have a media committee, we have a sports and youth committee, we have a legal team, because like in that accident we enjoined with NTSA to sue that circle to remain off the roads. If there was no private incidents, and here I must highlight, this is how most of these injustices go out. So there's a suit against the circle. At that point the circle was, what do you say, they were taken off the roads by law, and it became a court case. But as citizens, are you enjoining, are you taking your time, are you investing and enjoining in this suit to say, you're also the voices who don't want them on the road? We enjoined, we put our resources, we put lawyers in that case, and it took them a while to get back. So at that point now we became a force to reckon with, and these things, you then must be active. And that's how we found our voice. And so we're still doing this thing, we're still lobbying for our services. We're now a municipality, we're still fighting for it to be autonomous because it's being stifled by the county, and I'll say here publicly that yes, so Lelenku, you need to let Kajiado municipality be autonomous. They need to work like it was intended for them to work. All the World Bank funding that they are receiving, they need to control it and they need to execute it on the ground. It's the only way we are going to salvage Ongata, Rongai, and Kiserian, or Kajiado North at large. Yep.
Wow. At first I feel like crying, then I want to give you a standing ovation. I didn't even know that you're doing all that, Laiza.
Yes, we are an amazing team, amazing families who have bought into this idea. Those are families and families and families. Wow. And I must let me throw in another small one. This year we got, I'd say KORRA adopted, I call her a child. We have a Pokot daughter. She called Joanne, and I know I'll send you this, so Joanne, you're watching. She calls me mom. We found Joanne one day when she didn't have food, and I'll not mention her university because it's not an embarrassment to them. They didn't know about that case. And because from our community setup, someone writes in the morning, I found this girl, she's in this uni, she's stranded and has nothing to eat. And yeah, so we've taken care of Joanne. Out of that, KORRA has gone to Kapenguria and done an outreach of 18 girls who were at the, the scare at that level is getting married, they haven't gone to school. And so because something we did this year, we are hoping to influence, we're hoping to come back and see what such a story will be. This is a girl pursuing education in a private university, had only come with 10,000 which had run out, and now she has nowhere to go. Her guardians are grandparents back home, and things are a challenge. And as a community, we've rallied together. We actually have the institution, so we've partnered with her university. Now we are at the verge of getting her HELB accreditation out, so that by the time she's restarting her semester in September, then everything in place, her scholarship, but even these soft needs, the community has got to take care of it. So I love that we're making real change and supporting each other and loving each other as a community.
Imagine if all of Kenya
Yes.
could do that.
Thank you. That's the aim.
Imagine if all
Yes.
people could just gather, because the word community, oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm very emotional. I didn't think I was going to be, but I'm pleasantly surprised. I knew there was something going on, but I didn't know to that extent. And for me, my passion is, imagine if we could do that in every community
Yes.
within this nation.
And that's what I feel, that's where I feel governance, when they say it starts with the family, it began with family, it went to the community. And so sometimes we clamor for political offices, and because I'll say publicly when people have asked me, will you vie? And I say I have zero interest in politics, because I feel even at that level, that structure ain't working. Everybody's there for their stomach, unfortunately. At this level, we are here for each other, we are here for community. This is where real change is happening, from one neighbor to another one. You live together. Every top-notch person in this country lives somewhere. Just plug into where you live, bring the change there, because that's what we did. We brought whatever skills we had to change our community. So if everybody does, and then we all join together as communities, then we've changed our country.
That's amazing. And you know, it reminds me, during elections, sometimes you'd have politicians going on TV shows, and I'd hear this question, and it's just dropped now. You know, they'd be asked, so do you need a political office to bring the change? But what you're telling us is, I don't need a political office to bring the change. Just be the change. Be the change. Just do the change.
Do the change, because we're going to need all that. But it's amazing the amount of change we do at this level. It's real, it's tangible, you know the names. You can't fake it. You can't fake it. These are your neighbors. They see you every day. I'll not even begin to explain the amount of passion people have. You'll be amazed. Just give people a platform. Every day people ask, so when are we paying that school fees? Imagine, you're being bothered. We have school fees sitting, waiting.
But you know, it's because it's also, you see, that's how Kenyans are. You know, there's a part of us that we're very kind. And we rally around things that people don't really rally around. You know, we do. We know how to. If you bring us around something and there's integrity, there's value, there's no crooked business happening here, imagine they will get it done. Because we have, I think the word is compassion. We have compassion, and then we know this thing of doing things together. Collectively. From the days when our children would go overseas and we take them with those shaino things, and the whole community has even hired a bus. We know community. Weddings, we rally around. People wonder, what do you mean you're rallying around a wedding, around a funeral? Because we are. So what I love is that this is, it's like a miracle.
I love it. And you've said the words. If there's integrity and there's no shoddy business going on in there, because we have many great projects that have been begun, but there's lack of integrity in those spaces. You're being asked to pull in only for you to go in there and realize it was a sham. There were other intentions. So if there's integrity and straightforwardness in whatever you're doing, people find value and they begin to give, which really is where we are at. We just run this project as very transparent. It's very transparent, and people give over and above. I actually thought I was going to serve. I'll say it, and for my community to hear, I have received 1,000-fold. I did not know. I've grown as a person. I've grown in business through these communities. We have lots of who's who, you know, you don't know people till you're serving them, and then you realize who they are. But that's what I love. That was not the intention. You didn't go there for that. But what you've gotten in return is beyond measure. So I thought I was giving, but I ended up receiving.
Wow. Hey, Laiza. Kumbe, you are going to come here to make me cry here. This is amazing. But I'm very grateful. I've always known I've wanted to tell your story. I've asked you for long, but this last time I was like, no, you're coming here. We're going to tell this story, not only of your business, but of that amazing organization, everybody coming together and making a difference.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a great
Thank
one.
you so
It's
much.
And
I hope whoever needed to hear about Kajiado has heard. They need to be Kajiado North needs to become autonomous.
They've had.
Bless God. And it's not politics. We're not politicians here. We're just bringing you real stories about real life.
We are not, however, we are apolitical, but we've also realized that, and let me look in that camera because this is very serious. Your life is influenced by the political landscape around you. You will not run away from politics. You're not political, but you cannot ignore the political landscape around you. That's the Kikuyu in me. And we do debates every like the pre-year. So we have 2022 coming. If nothing is postponed, we do what we call Know Your Leaders debate, where we just bring everybody who's vying and in that space, tell people what do you stand for. We don't have a Kanye, we're not rooting for anybody, but we did it before 2017. We did for the MCA and the senators, and we plan to do one for 2022. You come listen. Don't go by political parties. Who are the individuals? What's their track record? What have they done? Where have they been? Names by now already being floated. So it's your chance to come and just listen in, know that person, and then decide, are they the leader you want in place? Otherwise, we don't want to meet post-elections and now begin to complain. And when your vote was not part of it, not voting is not an option. Actually, if you don't vote, you're contributing to the bad leadership in this country. So however bad we are right now, in terms of the choices we've made before, and I know people have complained quite a bit, don't give up and don't say you won't vote. Just make an informed decision. Go into spaces where people are discussing issues, where people are discussing agenda. Don't discuss political parties. So that would be my parting shot on that one.
Wow. Hallelujah.
Amen.
I cannot add or take away. God bless you. Get into action. Mkutano ikiitwa ya community, please. Number one, I'm going to be there. First person will be me.
Yeah, I'll talk
you
to
have
your
had
chairman.
me. I will be the first person there. We must contribute and we must gather. Yes. Community is powerful.
It is.
And you've just proved it.
It is.
Thank you so much, Laiza, for coming on Just Angie.
Thank you.
I'm encouraged, inspired, I'm tearful. I just want to cry and weep. You know that weep for your country?
Me too.
Yeah, I pray that out there people will take up this challenge. Rally around your community, build a force and a voice without the political. We're not going into politics.
Yeah.
We are solving problems.
Yes, we are.
And integrity and value. Don't bring drama or spoil things that people are starting. God, I could just go on, but God bless you. Thank you so much for watching Lifestyle Thursday. Thank you, Laiza.
Thank you, Pastor Angie.
I'm so touched.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's an honor. It's been a long time coming, but we did it.
Yes, yeah. We thank God.
Thank you.
Bye.